Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Let me find my live chat here. Catch it up. Hold on. Did everybody have a good Christmas? Welcome, Linda, to Southern Royalty. Thank you for joining the membership. Hey, Sapphire, Charlene, Linda Kay. See who else is in here. Melanie. Good morning, Mike. Oh my gosh, Mike, I forgot about us doing the John Bonet Ramsey case, but we can still do it. We can still do it. I'll send you a message in Discord if you're still interested. I am so sorry. Did I say hi to Misty, Tammy? Good morning. So, how was everybody's Christmas? Mine was okay. I mean, it was okay, guys. I've still not got my Christmas present because I want a leather jacket. I know Christmas is not about presents, but I've got to get out and find me one. I got to try it on. I can't be ordering it offline because I don't know what size I need. I need it big enough to go over the front, if you know what I mean. But I don't want a fake leather jacket. Parks Belk had some, but it was like fake leather. And I don't want that. I want a cute little leather jacket. You know, it's kind of like short and got like a zipper or two on it. That's what I'm looking for. Hold on a minute. Hey, Vicki. Good morning. Mike said mine was okay too. Miss my family. I didn't even see my family for Christmas. Good morning, Hibiscus. Let me catch this damn chat up. Timothy, he hasn't even opened his presents yet, y'all. His birthday's tomorrow. He'll be 15. He's been at my mom's. He went to his dad's, and then he'll be here. It kind of made me a little down in the dumps. He's always with me on Christmas Eve, but, you know, it was his choice. He already had plans, so it'll all be all right. Anyways, I thought we would look at some true crime news and read it this morning, see what's going on in the world. Mike, I'm on the West Coast now, so oh my gosh, Mike, I forgot about that. You're not on the East Coast anymore. Sapphire, I stayed in a hotel all weekend alone. Yep, she sure did. She sent me a picture. She's all propped up in the bed, looked like watching TV. Everybody said it just didn't feel like Christmas. Linda, next Christmas, I'm hoping I'm with my birth family. I hope you are too, Linda. I hope you are too. Hey, faithful one. Did you have a good Christmas? A lot of people have already took down their Christmas decorations. I was watching this woman's live stream on TikTok this morning. She was a sewing away, and she's like, I already got down my Christmas decorations and packed away. Sapphire done took hers down. Hey, lovable rogue, too. Hi, Cece. Merry Christmas, belated, and Happy New Year's to you and yours. Hey, hon, how have you been? Long time no see. Happy New Year to you, too. I need to do a New Year's Eve stream. That's what I need to do. I like to get me a couple beers and drink. Tammy, you done took yours down, too? Well, I'm sitting beside mine right now. I got my little long table here beside of it. But I'm gonna have to take it down so I can get my table back in place because that's where I'm gonna make my little desk area. But I always heard it was bad luck to take down your tree till after New Year's. Let's see. Hold on, let me refresh here. I finally watched the Christmas Carol, guys, here on YouTube. They never did play it on TV, the one with George Scott. Also, I rented here on YouTube Gremlins 2. I know. I paid $3.99 to watch that. What it was is Gremlins came on TV and I watched it. And I was like, they never played Gremlins 2. And I can't remember it. So I rented it here on YouTube. I had to, couldn't take it anymore. Oh, prayers, Tammy. Linda, I had no decorations. Well, I've got my tree up and I've got decorations on my bar in my kitchen. And I need to get all of it down because we're going to be doing work on the house. I got to have underneath my kitchen sink fixed. The floor has to be fixed also. Linda, I love gremlins. Me too. I love little Gizmo. He is so stinking cute. Anyways, let's see. Let's look up some true crime news. I'm feeling anxious this morning. I don't know why, because I've not been live streaming, maybe. Okay, developing 5 dead. Cop hurt in Denver shooting spree. Witness says suspect wore trench coat, fired multiple times at female officer. Wow. This wasn't on here a few minutes ago. Let's see. There's no pictures, though. Well, I'll still screen share. Let me take this down. Oh, Melanie. Bunny finally started laying eggs, but she's the only one. So I've had a couple blue eggs here and there, you know. She lays about one a day. Hopefully the other hens will start laying back soon. She lays good size eggs and they're real oval shape. They're real long like. They're weird. Okay. She yelled, "Put down your gun." And he turned around like, pulled up the gun, shot her right in front of us multiple times. Let me click on this and see if it's got a video or something so we can find out. Instead of me reading all that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what's going on, guys. I'm telling you what, I got on True Crime News after Christmas. I believe it was, when was it, Sunday? I'm telling you, there was all kinds of families killed by other family members over the holidays.
Use this commercial break to bring you up to date on breaking news here on Fox. Lakewood police in the hospital, wounded in a shooting a short time ago in the Belmar area. The suspect, we're told, has been killed. Sky Fox.
Can you believe they put a damn commercial on that and us trying to listen to it? Jesus mercy. God almighty, I can't stand ads.
Over the scene where it happened, right in the middle of the bustling Belmar shopping district there at Wadsworth and Alameda.
And that person is suspected of multiple shootings in the Denver and Lakewood areas tonight, including one scene where they shot at Denver police as well. We know that there were shootings at 12th and Williams, 1st and Broadway, and 8th and Zuni in Denver, also at Colfax and Kipling in Lakewood.
We've been waiting for police to connect the dots on all of these. We'll tell you what we know about each one as we take you to video from that shooting near Cheeseman Park. This is at 11th and Williams, roughly in that area. We saw a big presence there, police officers near the scene there. Again, this live picture, crime scene tape, still in the area there at 11th and 12th and Williams near Cheeseman Park after the shootings right there. Our cameras found bullet holes in signs. No official word yet on victims at that scene.
And we have crews all over the metro area working to find more information. We have some video also coming in from the crime scene at 8th and Zuni, where we have a crew on scene right now where investigators are there trying to find out what happened. And all of this started about 5:30 this evening when we started getting reports of shots in different areas and shootings in different areas, and culminating in the Lakewood Belmar area with a Lakewood agent being shot.
Again, we have crews covering every angle of the story, trying to connect every dot here, if all these crime scenes are connected and just how so, and more about the suspect and the police officer victim. We're going to have the very latest for you in an update just a few minutes from now, and of course at the top of the hour on Fox 31 News at 9.
Damn, the world's gone crazy. Hey, Save Robbie, I think he lives in Denver, and I'm not doxing him. Everybody knows that. He said it before. I hope he's okay. Hope he wasn't in that area. Hey, prayers for everybody involved. Let's see. We'll have to look for an update with that. Let's see what else is going on. Let me screen share so y'all can see what I'm seeing. I don't know why my Wi-Fi acts like it's not... I don't got a good signal because I'm sitting right beside of it, not far from it. It's so annoying. It's because it's been windy. Scary windy. It broke a damn big tree outside. Thank God nobody lives in that mobile home it fell beside of. Let's see. Michigan high school shooting suspect Ethan Crumley kept baby bird head in a jar. Are you kidding me? You little freak. Let's see. Prosecutors in Michigan say that the parents of accused freaking ad school shooter Ethan Crumbley ignored clear warning signs. Their teenage son was a possible danger to himself or others while they paid for attention while they paid for attention to their horses. That's what it said. While one had an extramarital affair. Ethan Crumbley, 15, is suspected of killing 4 students, injuring 7 more after he opened fire at Oxford High School on November 30th. The teen allegedly brought a gun to school that his father had bought for him a few days prior. On the morning of the shooting, a teacher raised concern about a note and illustrations the student had made. Ethan's parents were called to the school but chose not to take their son home, and school administrators allowed him to return to class. Lord have mercy. Ethan was taken into custody without incident shortly after opening fire, and his parents were arrested on manslaughter charges days later after an apparent attempt to flee. In response to their defense team's request for a modified bond, by 12 News, prosecutors argued that Ethan's parents, James and Jennifer Crumbley, are a flight risk and failed to intervene when their son allegedly demonstrated signs of potential violence. That's for sure. Defendants were in a better position than anyone else in the world to prevent this tragedy, but they failed to do so, the filing reportedly states. Prosecutors argued that Ethan's parents knew at the time of the shooting that their son was depressed, lacked meaningful social connections, and was fascinated with guns. The facts laid out in the brief we submitted to the court today speak for themselves, Oakland County, Michigan Chief Assistant Prosecutor David Williams said in a statement obtained by the news station. Based on those facts, we strongly believe that the bond for James and Jennifer Crumbley, $500,000 each, was set appropriately. Prosecutors reportedly alleged that Ethan had been sending his mother texts demonstrating a disturbed state of mind for months before the shooting. They also alleged that the teen had tortured animals, kept baby Bert's head in a jar on his bedroom floor. Lord have mercy. And his mom didn't know that. Jesus mercy. Instead of paying attention to their son and getting him help, they bought him a gun, the filing states, according to 12 News Report. The attorney for the state argued in the filing that James and Jennifer put their own recreational needs ahead of their son's emotional needs, spending an excessive time caring for their horses. The prosecutors also alleged that the elder Crumbleys had substance abuse issues and that one had an extramarital affair. Hold on, Bubby, I'll help you. Further, prosecutors alleged that the parents attempted to destroy one of their 4 cell phones that they had at the time of their arrest in northern Michigan, near the Canadian border. And the filing alleges the parents continue to put their own needs ahead of their son's even after his arrest. Jennifer reportedly wrote in a text to a co-worker that her son's destiny is done and she has to take care of herself. As one sick bitch. Ethan is being held on 4 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of terrorism causing death, 7 counts of assault with the intent to murder, 12 counts of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. He will be tried as an adult. He is a very, very disturbed, deranged child. And these 2 weirdos knew it. But they cared more about their horses and going screwing around than their son. They knew he was deranged. Now, anybody, well, a normal mother, they go into their kids' bedrooms and stuff, and they may even look around and straighten stuff up. Now, you know, she knew he had that bird's head in a jar. And they must have some kind of, well, evidence he liked to torture animals, little psycho. Hey, RNA. Oh, I just love the ornaments you sent me. I got them hanging on the tree now. I'm not going to put them up with my Christmas decorations, though. Yeah, serial killer vibes. Hey, Fat Baby Toodles. Oh my God, he's a legit budding serial killer already. And they did nothing even then. Yeah, he was sending his mom deranged texts for months. They didn't do anything about it. They went out and bought him a damn gun. A gun. This all could have been prevented. He shouldn't have been allowed to go back to class that day, for number one. Did nobody check his backpack or him or anything? No, they didn't. I can't believe it. When we used to get hauled into the office, if they smelled smoke us, they'd make us empty our pockets and everything. Look in our backpacks. Do they not do that no more? That principal should have told those two, hey, you're going to take his ass home. Or we're going to throw him out of this school. One of the two. You're going to take him home and he's not going to come back until he's well. They really dropped the bomb on that. I mean, this could have been prevented. Let's see what else we got. I had some, let me get into my Discord. There was some crazy cases I read about and saved. One, this man killed this elderly man, then cut some of his flesh off and microwaved it. I kid you not. And I saved it because I was going to do a stream yesterday morning and then I had to help with that stinking water leak. Let's see. Alleged killer faces cannibalism charges in 70-year-old murder victim's death. I want to read y'all this. Hey, Kim A, how are you doing? I saw your message on Discord. For some reason, it was held in review, or not Discord, TikTok. And I replied to it. Thank you so much for checking on me. We didn't get the tornado through here when it hit Kentucky, but we did get really high winds the other night, and it broke down a big pine tree. Hold on, my Wi-Fi's not working, guys. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know if y'all can still hear me, but something just bad happened with my internet here. Hold on. Okay. Let's get this back up. Not responding. Let's go out. Microsoft Edge, close program. Okay, guys, I think I'm back. I lost Wi-Fi. Something happened. I had to close everything out. Everything out. Okay. Let's see if it's working. Ever since I let my neighbor have my Wi-Fi code, my Wi-Fi's not working well. But he's not even over there right now. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try to get back on track the first of the year with my YouTube and being more organized, get my thumbnails back, have our streams set up, organized. Okay, alleged killer faces cannibalism charge in 70-year-old victim's death. Police find bloodied, microwave, and burned human tissue. This happened in Idaho. Man, there's a lot of weirdos out in Idaho, aren't there? No offense to anyone that lives in Idaho. An Idaho man is facing cannibalism charge after prosecutors uncovered evidence while investigating his murder case. On Wednesday, I think it's Boner County Prosecutor Lewis Marshall filed an amended complaint against murder suspect James David Russell, 39, who stands accused of killing David Flaggett, 70, on September 10th. I guess that's how you say that name, Flaggett. The amended complaint was filed after police found human tissue consistent with flesh missing from Flaggett in Russell's home. Police also found a bloodied microwave and glass bowl, along with a bloodied knife and duffel bag. On September 10th, sheriff deputies responded to a potential murder on Lower Mosquito Creek Road in Old Town. When they arrived, deputies found an unresponsive Flaggett naked from the waist down, upside down in the passenger seat of his truck. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Around the same time, Russell reportedly barricaded himself inside a garage loft area at his property. Wouldn't talk to deputies. After a brief standoff, he gave up and surrendered without incident. It's private property and we don't like non-family on it, Russell repeated twice to the deputies. What a weirdo. The Spokane County Medical Examiner stated that Flaggett died from, something's up on my screen here, blunt force trauma to his head and neck. The coroner said there was evidence of post-mortem mutilation found on his body. Some of the victim's body parts were missing, according to East Idaho News. Investigators never located the victim's penis, testicles, and a part of one of his thighs. Oh my God, that weirdo ate his penis and testicles, I bet. That's what he was microwaving. Oh my gosh. Look at that freak. During the autopsy, recovered tissue described as thermal artifact, which means heat had been applied to a piece of tissue, but not the victim's entire body. Court documents state that Seaton told investigators she didn't know where the heat source came from. Oh, that's the coroner. But it could have possibly been caused by a microwave. Court documents indicate that the heat was applied to the tissue for up to 2 minutes. Family members told investigators that Russell once said he wanted to cut chunks out of his own skin with the knife to cure his brain, court documents state. When dealing with death and carnage, it's a shock to our conscience, Boner County Detective Philip Stella said. As far as I know, this is the first cannibalism charge in Idaho. Excuse me. Stella added that Russell and Flaggett had previous conflicts before the victim's death. Let me get a drink. Flaggett had several conflict like run-ins with Russell and told the family about them, Stella said. The family had enough warning signs that Mr. Russell was a danger to himself or others. There's a lot of facets or something. We will certainly never know. It wasn't the bloodiest crime scene, but it's more of the psychological, what the heck is going on here? And why am I picking up pieces? It's a walk down the dark path that we don't see very often. After his arrest, Russell was taken for a mental health evaluation to determine if he's competent to stand trial. Those records are currently sealed. He remains behind bars on a first degree murder charge. He has a review hearing scheduled for December 28th, 1:15 p.m. That's today at the Boner County Magistrate Court. So his family knew that he was a weirdo because he had told them, I want to cut chunks out of my own skin to cure my brain. What is that supposed to mean? Was he having like urges to like kill someone and eat them? So he wanted to cut like chunks out of his own skin, and maybe that would help his brain stop thinking about it. I don't know. It's hard to figure out what these, weirdos are talking about. Oh, welcome, Lovable Rogue, to Southern Royalty. I didn't see you join, sweetie. I'm so sorry about that. What do y'all think about that? Isn't that crazy? Don't think I'll eat lunch after that. Ooh, sorry. Let me see. I saved something else in my Discord. I can't remember what it was, but it was a crazy case too. These cases when they dismember and stuff, they always catch my eye because I'm like, how could someone do that? I grew up with the guy. Used to down out to my brother that killed his girlfriend and cut her body up and burned it. They never did find her head. His sister walked up on him while he was burning her. She went and told their daddy, who was a preacher, and he turned his son in. Called the cops on him. True story. That kid never went. Michael, his name is Michael Dotson. He never was right in the head. Oh, yeah, I saved this. This woman's mugshot. Like, she's so proud of herself. Hold on. I can't remember what she did, but I think she killed her lover. She's from Missouri. Look at that. She's so proud of herself. I don't know why that's saying enter your search term. Let me see. I don't know why it keeps saying that on my screen. Missouri woman allegedly stabs boyfriend to death with a sword because of entities inside him. This was put out December 25th. Missouri woman charged first-degree murder and armed criminal action after she called 911 late Friday night to say she'd killed her boyfriend with a sword. Oh my gosh, Cape Girardeau, I cannot say that. Police found Brittany Wilson, 32, in the doorway to her home. The sword was in the front yard. Inside, officers found Harrison Stephen Foster, 34, dead in the bedroom with what looked like multiple stab wounds. Wilson told police she and Foster took methamphetamine earlier in the day. She also said that she believed her boyfriend had other entities living in his body for some time and that he was harvesting body parts from other people. Lord have mercy. She reportedly said she stabbed Foster 3 times, setting him free of the entities inside him, then called police. See what that math does? Wilson was taken into custody. She's being held on a $2 million bond. Look at her. She's happy as hell. That's a jail uniform right there. Orange. You can look at her eyes. How dark they are. She got them all squinted, so it's really hard to see, but you can tell she's not right in the head. That's what that meth does. Some people, if you have a mental illness or something, if you do meth, it will make you it will just like intensify everything, all your problems. Let's say, like, I have mania. Say I did it. Oh my gosh, I would be so manic. I'd be thinking crazy things. I know. I've tried it back in the day. I know what it did to me. It just like intensified everything. Everything bad that ever happened in my life, I was thinking about it and crying and everything. Now, can you imagine these people that do it all the time and been up for days? One time I read about this man. He was on meth, and the cops found him running down the street naked, carrying a pot plant in a bucket, just running, completely out of his mind. It will pickle your brain. Thank God. Thank God. I never did like that old speed stuff. Peyton's Posies. I'm behind in this stream, but I just got to say this cannibal case, I can say safely I would be able to stay on my diet today. I'm so sorry, guys. I forget everybody's not like me. See, I can read this stuff and be eating a sandwich. It just don't bother me. Used to, it did. It just don't bother me. Now, seeing something gross and eating, no, I can't. If I'm like really seeing it. Let's see what else is going on. Those were from a couple days ago. Update. Former NFL cheerleader punches passenger who calls her a Karen when she can't get past beverage cart. Let's see if this has got a video. I'm not seeing the video. I read about something about this morning or glanced at it. Oh, yeah, it does got a video. Hold on, I'll share it with y'all. Hey, I'd have punched that old bitch back's what I'd have done. What is wrong with these people that go out into the world and they're just total bitches and assholes to people? Like, I saw this one video. This woman came out on this young mother. Now, this was a white woman. She came out on this young mother who was pushing a stroller. She was a young black lady, beautiful. And that woman come out there cussing her and everything. And you know why? Because she didn't want her pushing that baby stroller on her street because that lady didn't live in that neighborhood. She lived like the next block over. And there was like this cute little path you can go around and stuff. And that's what she was doing. She wasn't hurting anybody. She was by herself. And I was like, why in the world would that bother somebody? I think that woman was racist, is what I think.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, so you fucking mess with it. Who invited you to come drink your ass up? Don't you dare talk to me like that. You stand your step up. Stand your ass up. Stand your ass up.
Sit down, Karen. You're goddamn Karen. Sit down. Sit down, Karen.
Sit down, pussy.
Talking to an elderly man like that.
Oh, no, you're the dick.
Do you want the priest to meet you on the ground?
What about him?
Mask up. Now.
Mask up.
Put your mask up.
Mask up.
I'm taking a drink. You got your mask down, bitch.
Sir,
Did you call me a bitch?
Yes, I did.
stop the camera.
Now you're going to jail. That's assault. You're going to jail. As soon as we get in Atlanta, you're going to jail. Bitch. Karen. Spit on me.
She spit on you.
Bitch.
You fucking piece of shit.
Piece of pussy. Sit down, Karen.
Fuck you.
Sit down, Karen. Sit down, fucking Karen. Look, she punched me. She
Put your
smashed my
fucking
face.
mask on. Tell him to put his mask on. Put your fucking mask
Punched
on.
me. She scratched my face. I wanted to fuck
Put
out
your
of here.
fucking mask on. Put your fucking
What
mask
a
on.
crazy
I
bitch.
will put my mask on. I will put my mask on when you put your mask on.
This is from Tampa to Atlanta.
Thank you.
If I'd have been his old lady, I'd have stood up and knocked her
She
ass
went
out.
crazy on the airplane. Punched this man in the face, spit on him, scratched him, poured hot water on my leg.
Damn. Can't believe this. Let's see what her name is. Former NFL cheerleader on a Tampa to Atlanta Delta flight last week took issue when a beverage cart blocked her way, eventually getting into a physical scrap that injured flight attendants and passengers. Crime Online previously reported about the incident, but that was before TMZ obtained court documents revealing that the incident began between Patricia Cornwall, what a name, Cornwall, reportedly now a luxury realtor, was returning from a trip to the restroom at the back of the plane and encountered the beverage cart. The flight attendant told Cornwall to find an empty seat and wait until the cart passed by her because the flight was of short duration. What am I, Rosa Parks? Cornwall allegedly retorted, prompting an 80-year-old man identified in court documents as RSM to tell her she isn't black, this isn't Alabama, and this isn't a bus. The passenger sitting by the aisle told Cornwall to sit down, Karen, sparking a shouting match that apparently included Cornwall hitting him in the head with a closed fist. She's also seen in the video shot by a passenger getting into the man's face, spitting on him as they yelled at each other about not wearing face masks. Cornwall is under her mask was under her chin. The man is not wearing one because he was eating and drinking at the time. Other passengers and flight attendants restrained Cornwall, or tried to, and Atlanta police met the plane when it landed. Passengers told responding officers about the altercation, and police called in the FBI after gathering physical evidence. The federal agents arrested Cornwall, who is now charged with assault and barred from commercial flights except to return home from Atlanta, TMZ said. So she can't fly anywhere anymore. And her ass got cuffed and stuff by federal agents. Can you believe the way that people get out here and freaking act? Well, he isn't lying. No, he wasn't lying. I mean, she's not freaking Rosa Parks. People should be outraged that she even said that. What am I, Rosa Parks? Cornwall must be short for cornball. She's a true bitch. She used to be a cheerleader. Cheerleaders are supposed to be happy, peppy, nice people. She's a total bitch. Entitled. That's right. Shine on. Too entitled. You know, maybe he shouldn't have opened up his mouth and said anything back to her, but, you know, he did. And that didn't give her no right to go over there and punch him like that. I can't believe that she did that. Nobody's going to be buying any luxury real property from her for a while. It's probably ruined her reputation. You know it has. Probably get fired from her job unless she, you know, works for herself. What a bitch. I always try to be nice to people out in public, don't y'all? Especially people that's waiting on me and stuff like that. They get treated like crap. People that work in public, you know, at restaurants, you know, a service industry. People treat them like crap, and there's just no sense in it. Okay, let's see. Here's something about the Murdaugh murders, y'all. Something interesting. Maggie Murdaugh's will left Alex all her property. He's still cuffed and stuffed in jail. Hold on, let me share this. I haven't kept up with this case lately. I haven't really seen much about it. I think that Alex had something to do with his wife and son's murder. He was desperate, strung out on pills, and basically broke because he was stealing money from the law firm. It was clients' money is what he was stealing from. So he must not have had any of his own money. Maggie Murdaugh, the murdered wife of disgraced South Carolina attorney Alex Murdaugh, left all her property to her husband in a will signed 16 years before her untimely death. See, she always let him handle the finances. Like he paid the bills, all that crap. Then she got suspicious of him. And she wanted to have one of those people go through their finances, like an accountant or something, go through their finances. Because she was going to divorce his butt. She was tired of him. She probably knew, like, he was strung out on pills and stuff. While it's unclear exactly what property Maggie owned at the time of her death, it appears that one property she owned was Moselle, something, the family estate where she and the youngest son, Paul, were found shot to death this summer. Alex currently jailed on 48 counts of alleging financial crimes against former clients and fraud charges related to his suicide by hire scheme, transferred Moselle to his wife in 2016. I'm not pronouncing that right, I know. One of his many attorneys, Jim Griffin, told the newspaper that he thought the wife's will would not in any form or fashion be a motive to kill his wife. Yeah, right. I think her untimely death actually works harm to his financial planning by having the property conveyed back to him through probate, said Griffin, who has quickly come forward to deny each allegation that has been leveled at his client. It opens it up to creditor claims and before it was protected. Oh, that's probably why he gave it to her, signed it over to her. Alex has been considered a person of interest since the murders. which sparked a series of unfortunate events leading to the loss of his law license, being fired from the law firm his great grandfather founded more than 100 years ago, and the many criminal charges against him, as well as multiple civil lawsuits. The South Carolina State Law Enforcement Division has been extremely tight-lipped about the murder investigation. However, and no arrests have been made. A judge in November froze Alex's assets at the request of the parties who have filed civil lawsuits against him, and his attorneys have asked the judge to reconsider. An odd piece of Maggie's Murdaugh's will centers around, or Murdoch's, centers around the naming of a personal representative. Maggie initially named her sister Marion Proctor to serve in that capacity, but her name was marked out by hand and replaced with Alex's father, Randolph Murdoch III, who died 3 days after the murders. He had been real sick. It's not clear when that change took place or who made the change, but Griffin was positive it happened before her death. Isn't that weird? Her sister Marion Proctor's name was marked out and Alex's was replaced with just marked out by hand with a pencil or ink pen. I bet he did that. My understanding is that the will that is probated is the original will. So that would have been something Maggie did during her lifetime, he told the News Observer. It was not done after her death. I can tell you that. Well, how the hell do you know? Was you there? I mean, how can you say that? No one did that after her death. So that would have been done during her lifetime by her. Anybody could have done that, bud. Sorry to break it to you. Alex's brother, John Marvin Murdoch, was appointed personal representative on December 9th. The same day, Proctor signed an affidavit saying she didn't know that she had been named the representative in the will to begin with and was not paid to relinquish the post. In fact, she said in the affidavit she didn't know anything about it at all until another attorney, E.W. Bennett Jr., sent her a document to sign renouncing her appointment. Well, the Murdoch family name has been involved in other murder investigations, such as, what's his name? Stephen Smith. He was a teenager. He was found dead on the side of the road. Allegedly, it was a hit and run. The cops tried to say that maybe a big old 18-wheeler came by and hit him, with one of their side mirrors or something, even though there's no skid marks, glass, or anything. He actually died from blunt force trauma. But allegedly, it was rumored he was seeing one of the Murdochs. I don't know who. It could have been Paul. It could have been his brother. It could have been Alex. Young Stephen was gay. So, and he had told his sister that he, was seeing this guy and that he was going to go out on his boat with him and go fishing. Of course, that never happened because he's found dead on the side of the road. Anyways, the Murdoch name came up in the investigation. Police contacted them and they would not cooperate. They didn't even want to give a statement or anything. Why? If they're innocent and didn't have anything to do with Stephen's death, why not cooperate? A young man's found dead in your community. You'd think you want to do everything in the world to, help with the investigation. Nope, not them. They lawyered up, of course. I really, really think that he killed his wife and son or had someone do it. Allegedly, he was seeing his sick father, who died 3 days later. He'd been sick for a while. That don't mean that he didn't do it before he left to go see his father or after. Thanks for the background. I don't know much about this case, but was curious. I just didn't want to put in the time to learn about it. Lazy, really, if I am being honest. Yeah, I get like that on some cases too. This has just got so much to it. There's like so many details. I'm probably leaving out a lot of them. Sounds well, there's a well-known family, Linda. They had a lot of power, their grandfather founded that law firm 100 years ago. So they was all born with silver spoons in their mouths. And they had a lot of money and power in that community. And I do think that the police, some of them, they didn't want to do no investigating into Stephen's death because of the Murdochs. They were paid off. And then, before Paul's death, what was it, February 2019 or 2018, he had that boating accident, which killed a young lady, Mallory Beach. It threw her from the boat. Paul was heavily intoxicated, underage, drinking, driving, using his brother's ID to go in bars, everything. They were being sued for that. I think your dreams online. No, thank you. Let's just hide that. We don't like spam, so I'm just going to hide that user. Because I think that's spam. Your dreams something dot online something. I don't know. Baby, no, we don't want to talk about your dreams online. You got me all distracted. Let me see if there's anything else about the Murdochs before I get off here. I think their name would sound better pronounced Murdaugh, like it sounds. It's pronounced Murdoch, I reckon. Let's see. No, I didn't read that. Murdered wife of disgraced South Carolina lawyer Alex Murdaugh left everything to scheming husband. We just read that. See if there's anything else. No. The lawyer who tried faking his own death and the writer exposing his crime dynasty. Ooh, let's see. Hold on, let me see what this is about. Mandy Matney kept a harsh spotlight trained on South Carolina's Murdaugh family until they became impossible for anyone to ignore. Oh gosh, this is like a long, long article. Oh my gosh. This would take me a freaking almost an hour to read. Probably. I'm going to copy this link. If any of y'all are interested in reading this to catch up on the Murdaugh murders, a little bit of their history. This tells about their history and the crime writer exposing all of the Murdaugh's dirty deeds. Looks like a good article. I'll probably read that or have my laptop read it to me when I get off here. Went so freaking long, I've read it. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on before I get off here. I got to get off here and get some things done. I'm having like the biggest organization problem, y'all. I've got so much makeup. I get Ipsy every month and it just builds up. I just got like a lot of makeup and it needs to be organized. I need like highlighters in one place, eyeliners in another place. I've been looking at makeup carts online, but they're so daggone expensive. I want like a makeup cart like that rolls, kind of like that one of those carts like they use at the salons, put all their stuff in. They're so daggone expensive. So I've been surfing the internet trying to find me one that's not so expensive so I can get some stuff organized. Let's see. Teen in mental distress dies after being cuffed for 45 minutes in prone position. Oh, no. Just 17 years old. Oh, let's read this before I get off here. So I guess this happened like he died back in September or something. Let's see. They need to start training these cops better, if you ask me. Okay. The death of a 17-year-old boy who died in late September, days after an incident at a juvenile facility. Oh, he was at a juvenile facility. Was a homicide, Kansas officials announced Monday. A complete autopsy report stated Cedric Lofton experienced complications of cardiopulmonary arrest sustained after physical struggle restrained in the prone position. I don't know what that is. The teen suffered cardiopulmonary arrest after he was put in handcuffs while in the prone position during a September 24th incident at the Juvenile Intake and Assessment Center. Okay, let's look at him. Where was this at? Sedgwick County? KSN reported on September 24th, Lofton's foster father called 911 claiming Lofton was suffering a mental health episode and that he wanted the boy assessed for mental health issues. Cops reportedly tried to convince Lofton to voluntarily get mental health treatment, but he allegedly refused and assaulted police, resulted in him being taken to the JIAC for suspicion of battering a law enforcement officer. The Regional Forensic Science Center, which performed Lofton's autopsy, also determined he suffered a brain injury, acute kidney injury, acute respiratory failure. He also tested positive for COVID-19, and a test screen determined he had THC and Esmalo or something, a beta blocker, in his system when he died. No other drugs or alcohol were detected. Why do you need a beta blocker? A preliminary police report that was completed days after Lofton's death found no fatal injuries. Around the same time, the county police released a timeline stating that Wichita police officers who dropped Lofton off at the facility were asked to return an hour later because the teen was attacking staff after he was allowed to exit his cell. Oh, goodness, this is a complicated thing here. According to KSN, two JIAC staffers grabbed Lofton's arms, but he freed his right arm, punched an employee in the head. A struggle reportedly ensued, but staff eventually restrained Lofton with extra help. Lofton was placed in the prone position while his ankles were shackled. The teen was handcuffed for more than 45 minutes after he exited his cell. According to the police timeline, it was roughly 20 minutes after that call from JIAC that staff performed CPR on Lofton for an undisclosed medical issue. EMC reportedly arrived at the juvenile facility 6 minutes later and revived Lofton, who was transported to the hospital. He died 2 days after he was reportedly handcuffed while in the prone position. In a statement, lawyers for Lofton's family said they reviewed footage showing officers unjustifiably and with excessive and unreasonable force pinned Cedric to the ground, ultimately killing the unarmed 135-pound 17-year-old African-American teen. KMCH reported that the corrections employees involved in the incident linked to Lofton's death are on paid administrative leave as the district attorney investigates. Prosecutors have not yet announced whether criminal charges will be filed in this case. Gosh, guys, what do y'all think about this? He's so young. I wonder if he was like really fighting them back. I'd need to see this video footage to see what went down. I'm just not going to take their words on it. Because I've watched documentaries about, how some of those correction officers, will just start beating on those inmates for no reason. They might not do it now. There's a lot of cameras in prisons. But used to, prisoners were treated horrible. They sure were. Yes, I will keep y'all updated on this, Linda. I sure will. Anyway, I'm trying to catch up here. When I get quiet, y'all know I'm trying to do something on my damn laptop. Oh, I hear my dog in the bedroom, Skylar, a few seconds ago. she's up and wanting me to pamper her. Fat Baby Toodles, check out Carts for Tools at like Harbor Freight or something. The off brands are decent and more affordable. Oh, thank you. We have a Harbor Freight here. That's where I got Annabelle's like it's like this tan or cream colored tent like you put up, but it's like a tent carport. It's what it's meant for. So we built, that's what I got over her like little shed that's made out of, oh gosh, I can't even think of the name. Little crate things, wooden crate. I can't think of the name. Anyways, we got that at Harbor Freight. It was like $200. Like the front of it like rolls up, Velcros. Like say you wanted to like pull in like a motorcycle or something. It's a pretty good sized tent. And we've had it. Well, I've had Annabelle for a couple of years. It's held up good. Mark always goes to Harbor Freight. I don't like that store too much. Tools don't interest me too much unless I need something for my funny farm. Now, oh, that's a good idea. Like a kennel thing. You know those wooden, like shipping crates, like you set stuff on. What are those called? Pallets. Damn wooden pallets is what it is. Damn, my mind went blank. Mark took wooden pallets and made Annabelle a shed. On the top, it's got wood. He like put them up on their side. I can't even explain it. But anyways, he got that tent to go over top of it to make sure she stayed nice and dry. And when I lock her in at night, I've rolled the tent down and zip it down on the sides. Fat Baby Toodles, you have to overlook me. I'm burnt out. My mind goes blank sometimes. I want to get her like a slide and stuff to go over there. It's like those little slides that can slide down. And I want to get one of those big wooden spools like the wire comes on. You know what I'm talking about? Like the huge wooden spools. I want to get like a couple of those. Those are good for goats to jump up on. You can make anything out of pallets. Haha. It's all good to me. Yeah, I know. I saw somebody make this cool like swing out of pallets. And then they put this big cushion on it. It was more like a bed swing to me. But it was so cool. Anyways, y'all, enjoy y'all's day. Thanks for chatting with me. I will see y'all tomorrow. And Thursday night, we're going to do a member stream. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to do a member stream. I don't know what we're going to do, but it's going to be fun. I'll come up with us a game to play. I still got more Family Feud. I still got 90s trivia. Or we can play Never Have I Ever. We'll do something cool. Anyways, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll try to be more organized. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for your support. Be safe, be kind, and peace. Oh, there's Love My Charlie Faith. Hey, hon. Sorry I missed you.